Top of the afternoon to you. It's St. Patrick's Day here at Old Dutch Mill and around the world, and we're going to do another segment. This is a little more mental, and the game is actually 90% mental, the other 10% mental. I'm sure you've heard that before. But if you don't have the right concept on how to hit a golf ball, I don't care how much coaching or instruction you get, you need to be on the same page of the concept of how to hit a ball with the instructor. Okay, as we all know, the concept is the club face has to be moving down into the ball at the hit. And many of you hit the ground before the ball, and we call that fat, and then you decide to not hit the ground. No, you actually did something very well. Ball's on the ground, we hit the ground. And what we're going to learn today is the shape of the body that has the correct concept with the brain that I can swing down. This has no thought of hitting up like that. There's one lateral move in golf. That is when the hips move along the railroad track and then rotate. If I don't get in that position, I can't hit down. This is what many of you do. You go back and lift. Almost took out my bag. If you would just work on this move right there, you'll start moving the ball forward. And then there's a whole lot more you can go. Learning is one big circle. You start off, you learn the grip. You go around, you learn your stance, set up, then you come around. Then what's the grip do? Well, with that grip, I set my hands. Then you go around, the stance. Well, where do I put a ball? You go around the circle again. You never quit going around the circle. So we're going around the circle on the hit. So if I can get that move, John, does that look like I'm going to lift the ball? Joe, does that look like I'm going to lift the ball? So I take this back, that move. Work on the right concept of the game. Start striking down on the ball and become a better golfer. When I'm in the right mode, my body is making the right moves. The beautiful part about this is when this is flowing, I have a sense of the shape of the club face on the other side, and you can become a better golfer when you get this feeling. If I'm falling back, I don't know what my arms and hands are doing, but I can actually get into this position and then shape the club any way I want that. It's just because it's already moving. I've overcome a moment of inertia. We talked about that before. So when I have this, I could shape this club. Well, you're not going to use that one. So I can release that. And what that is, that's the toe passing the heel. I could do this again. Hitting position. I held this one. It went through. I held that. So if you can make this smooth, like dance. Here, hitting position. Here, hitting position. That looks. Here's the move. Then I can release the toe. Here, keep it square. There are many shots in golf. So if I have the right concept, I want the club to come in from the inside and down the line. Can you see I've moved a little laterally, the only lateral move in golf? And then if I should actually spin the hip out, because somebody read something in Golf Digest, or a major golf magazine. So if I want this to continue down there and then I can shape it any way I want, it almost feels to me like a bump, like the old dance move. Bump. All right, now I want to show you this. In every golf video I ever saw, the guy hits a perfect shot. And I want to show you that golf is about failure. And if I can move this ball toward the target, I can play pretty good golf. I've had some great rounds rolling balls, but just not too many of them. But if I hit fat somewhere back here, and I took this back, and I tried to get here, but I only got here, and I moved that ball, your playing partners might laugh at that shot, but I'm going to keep going with this. I believe that if I get that there, so I get free there, and all I do, I start thinking, where do I want to be? I want to be here and around, and then I make it look good, all right? This is like a little push to the right. You learn the ball is your best instructor when you're playing. I left the face of that open. I missed that green. What does that have to do with the rest of the day? So this one I'll close just a hair more. And I just play golf. Where do I want to get? Right there. That was the best one of the three. I could have very easily parred all the holes though. So we always have a short game. Work on one move, fix it, then go to something else. Do not try to mix concepts. Do not try to lift the ball, but you're working on this move. Doesn't make sense. Club has to move down, down. Hey, now here's a way you can tell if you're making the right move, because it's all about finding the bottom at the right spot. I want the ground, so if I find the bottom at the right spot, can you see this is moving down? I'm in great position. And then that would hit both golf balls. I play to this day. This is my target line. I will picture a piece of grass. I actually put a ball, envision a ball in front of the ball I'm hitting. And if I could go through the first ball, so when you're working on this move, the way you know it works, if you hit both balls. Can you see that's going to hit both balls before I even do that? And then you just take this back and hit both balls. How about 3 balls? How about 4? 3 and 7/8. More like 3 and an 1/8. Okay, and then you start thinking about this. That's the move you want to get in, and then there's ways to get into that move easier. And then we have talked about your right leg and how you rock the foot sometimes. Right. So let me see you stand on the inside of that right. Now just take a swing getting into that position we just talked about, and it's going to feel really weird having your foot cocked like that, but do not let it rock at all. And then drive. There you go. Now flex your knee a little bit. Keep that just like that. There you go. And then hit one. Just make sure you're in that position. That's it. Back and drive. Now, doesn't that feel like power? Okay. So keep learning. Keep going around this. I was going counterclockwise. Keep going around. That'll mess you up. Keep going around the circle of learning. And every time you come around, there's some improvement you can make to your stance. Just keep learning. Thank you.